first challenge of this series is to add two numbers using Python. In this task, we are going to write a simple Python program to add given two numbers. Our program should be able to add both integers and floats. So it should accept two parameters and return the sum of the provided numbers. Let's define the function. I name it as add and it should accept two parameters, which is val1 and val2. Each number can be a floating number or an integer. So I sticked with float data type since it is capable of handling integers as well. And finally, I specify the return type of the function as the float as well. So let's put the docstring for the add function. It's as like a brief description of the function. Our function adds the numbers, so let's make it simple. And then the implementation of the function. It is as simple as returning the addition of the val1 and val2. So we already defined the function to add two numbers. Now it's time to test the functionality of the function. Here we are going to test few scenarios out there. The first scenario is to add two positive integers together using the new function. I might use 10 and 15 as the input parameters. So I type add and then inside the bracket, I pass value 10 and 15 as the parameters. And, finally we can execute the cell. So we can see the answer is 25. We all know that 10 plus 15 equals 25. That means our function adds integers perfectly. In the next case, we use the function to add two floats together. So let's add 1.5 and 2.75 together. Again, I am passing those values into the function as val1 and val2. So when execute the code line, we get the answer as 4.25, which is the sum of 1.5 and 2.75. So our function is working perfectly on adding two floating numbers as well. But, let's think for a moment. What if we need to add integer and floating numbers? Let's try it with our function and check if it works. In this case, we are going to add 7.5 with integer 3. As you see, we got the answer as 10.5. And finally I am using the function to add positive integer to a negative integers itself. Here I am using -3 and 2 as the value 1 and value 2. So here we got the -1 as the answer, which is the answer of -3 plus 2. So far we evaluate the new function we built and verified that it works fine for almost all the scenarios we considered.